Great to see you, man. Last time I saw you, of course, we did a Zoom interview, and then before that, it was on stage. Can you remind folks how myself, and the rest of the band met?
So we all met at the Jim Beam National Talent Search, the Drake Underground in Toronto, and you were the host that evening, and you were introducing us, and you gave a fantastic introduction to us and all the other acts. And fortunately, we won that evening, and it kicked off a very amazing week for us in Toronto.
Yeah, and just also, I was also a judge.
You're
So,
also a judge, and thank you very much.
man, how has that been for you since winning that prize in the award?
It's been really great. Like, it's already led to so many amazing opportunities. We're going on tour with Mono Whales next month in the middle of November, and I like to believe that that was part of all of that because I think that's how some people heard our name, and our name was floating around the mix of bands to open that tour.
That's actually a really good mix because, look, man, I knew Mono Whales when they were like considered this itty bitty tiny band carrying their stuff around, playing in front of, well, not in front, but inside Toronto City Hall with people walking by. And I was introducing them to an audience for the program that they had. And to see where they've become, what they've become, and where they are now, I see you guys basically doing the same thing, man. Did they contact you? Who contacted who for this?
Yeah, their agent had reached out to us for the Alberta leg of their tour and had said he'd heard our name through some colleagues and wanted to see if we'd be interested in playing it.
Wow. You know what? Oh man, I wish I could be there for that. Oh, that is going to be so cool. But yes, it looks like things are working out so well for you guys, man. Which is why one of the big reasons why we're talking. You guys got a new single. Let's jump right into it, man.
Yeah.
What's the name of the new single, and how does it represent you guys right now as a group?
The new single is called Colorblind, and it represents us. I would say it's us digging deeper into that kind of dance indie pop that we've been doing for a few years now. And it really, what I love about this one is that it kind of, because we'd started as kind of a 60s 70s
Yeah.
influenced band, to me this one really digs deeper into that and goes and throws homage back to that 70s late 60s type of almost kind of funky pop that was happening.
Lyrically, what's it about?
So lyrically, it's all about kind of being stuck in your own head and lost in this, kind of missing all the beauty of life around you, and how somebody can pull you out of that, and like having the right people around you can help you see all the amazing things that may be just mundane that you don't see every day.
Where did that inspiration come from? Because off the top of my head, I would think is what we were going through during the pandemic.
Well, so actually this song was written during the pandemic. Like this
Ah,
whole production, all of it was done completely in isolation. Like, it was all done in a spare bedroom because we couldn't meet up with anybody. So myself and my co-writer Chris Sloan, we were meeting up on Zoom, and I'd had this musical idea, but not really a developed story. And then she had kind of had this. She's like, I have this lyric idea called Colorblind, where like we could maybe make it like about how you see life in beautiful colors after the right person comes into your life. And the music was kind of this dark thing. Like, so what's happening in the verses was the music idea I'd had. And then when her new lyrics came in, suddenly, like, it just felt like the whole song could take this whole pivot and could be both this dark thing in the verses that's kind of this grayscale audio scape, and then when it gets to the chorus, it kind of pops and has this colorful bounciness to it.
I love that, man. Now, is there a music video yet?
There is a music video coming, but it's not out yet.
What's it gonna be like? Can you give us a little hint?
So the music video, we had a lot of fun filming it. We had originally scheduled 2 days to go film all over the Alberta Badlands, so it's all close to our hometown, and it's we spent a lot of time in Drumheller, Alberta, because it has that almost deserty, another planet kind of feel to it. And because we hit the only like 2 days in Alberta that it stormed in that area, we basically lost an entire day of filming just trying to like outrun the rain and get dried off, which worked out because we got some cool shots in the rain and leaned into that a bit. And our director, Ethan Johnson, was amazing and somehow managed to get shots where he would shoot like under the clouds and make it look sunny. I don't know how he did that, but he found a way to do it. And then we crammed most of our shots into like a 4 a.m. beginning to like right when the sun was setting wrap up the next day.
You know, ever since I've met you guys, in my head, I look at you guys as the next big thing coming out of Canada. And I know a lot of people that when they see you guys and they see your stage performance, hear you guys because you guys sound so damn good. It's like you hear the recording and the recordings are great, but then we hear and see you guys live. It's even better. How do you live up to that rep?
Oh, well, thank you so much. And we practice, we put in the work we have to do, and we just believe in the craft of it all and delivering people things that they want to see and experience. And we just put all our attention and energy into it to try and be the best we can be.
Can you up that stage performance for folks who haven't seen it? I don't want to say anything because they need to see you guys live, but are there any ideas of even, taking it to another level, which like I said, I don't know how you guys can do that.
We're always adding things like with Colorblind, we've added some new dance sequence and some new moments to it. So we're always working on things and always adding things to the show.
Every time I talk to you guys, I always forget to ask probably the most common question that's asked to you guys. What is FKB and where did that come from?
It's paying homage to our hometown because we grew up in around an area called Bonnyville, Alberta. And there was a bar in a little hamlet and it was called the FKB. I was 14 when we started the band. So as 14-year-olds, we're like, oh, we'll just take the bar's name and we'll call ourselves FKB and it'll be kind of funny. And for us, it was an early marker of success locally. It was when people said they were going to FKB and they didn't mean the bar, they meant they were coming to see our show. And that was kind of cool when that started happening for the first few times that they didn't mean the bar.
I assume you guys have gone back and performed there. What's the relationship like for you guys in the bar?
None at all. Like it's not a music venue. It was just a bar. Like we never really went there. We've
is it still around?
Yeah. I mean, like we haven't. It was never a place we really went to. It was just kind of nearby, and we always went to other places. And like by the time we were old enough to actually go, we all lived in Edmonton and we're not really around town much anymore.
Any chance that with the success that, I don't know, maybe they can open up some space and do a party for you guys and have you guys perform there here at FKB? Maybe. Welcome, FKB.
Yeah, maybe. It's pretty small, but yeah, maybe.
Oh, fingers are crossed for that, man. Look, as we're wrapping up this interview, holiday season is coming up, man. What are the plans for you and the band?
So we're doing some New Year's shows in Banff, and that'll kind of wrap up our holiday season, and then getting ready for next year and more touring and more shows and more music.
I was going to say, is there going to be an EP or album we're looking at next year?
Yeah, there'll definitely be just depending on the pacing of getting singles out and how everything's doing with touring wise. There'll be a bunch of singles leading up to an EP, which we haven't settled on the exact date that will come.
What are the chances of you guys coming back to Ontario or in the Toronto area, not just for Canadian Music Week, but I mean just, part of the tour and coming down to perform?
Oh, we would love to. We're actively working on trying to get some things going on down there. So we're hoping to get back as soon as we possibly can because we always love coming to Toronto and we also have a great time when we're in town.
Well, we love having you here, man. Look, congratulations on the success. Congrats on the new single. Please say hello to everybody for me. Cannot wait till you guys come back. Like I said, man, I really do believe you guys are the next big thing to come out. I thought the same thing with Mono Whales, and look where they're going, man. Straight to the top. And you guys are following, especially, definitely in that field. Congrats. All the best to you guys. And can't wait to talk to you again in 2024.
Thank you so much. It was great talking to you.